The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mrs. Kren's Valley. So, when we last left off, the group was in the ruins of a village called Perez. It's pretty much a swamp now. Everything's flooded over. It's like a swampy marsh. They found a few interesting things here and there. The most important thing they probably found was that monument to this Maria, I believe was her name. And she looked just like Irina. And you found underneath the statue what you were foretold of, some kind of journal. And Nyhm grabbed it, and then you guys started heading north. So I think you're going to head to the nearest city, Valiki, which was north. And you ran into that mansion again that there was a ghost at, pointed you towards the monument. And then just on the other side of it was this really big goat pen. And on the fence line, there were a bunch of skulls on the top. And the goats seemed very terrified. And before they could tell you guys anything useful, Saxton freed them. And in doing so, set off the alarm. And the fence started screaming very, very, very loudly. Loud enough that no one could even hear themselves think. And then that's what coming out of the mists was a very odd being. Baba Lysaga. She rides in on an upside-down dragon skull that's been hollowed out in the middle and just uses it as some kind of vehicle. And she asked what you were doing in here in her home. Got mad at you for letting her goats out. Saxton decided to go Monty Python French and taunted her a bit. And then stuff started happening, and I think Hemlock tried to get her attention off of Saxton by Eldritch Blasting the skull, which damaged the skull, which might have made her even more mad. Meanwhile, Nyhm is on the other side of the ruins of the mansion, reading this journal. Or at least trying to. And at that point, I think we will roll initiative. I know we already had initiative last time, but I will re-roll it for this.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, one at a time. So, who got the dirty 20?
Saxon.
Okay, and then who got the 16?
Me.
Tim-Tam. Okay. Hemlock, what'd you get?
14.
Ooh, that's much better than last time. And Nyhm?
10.
Same as last time. So, once again, Saxton is still first. You were it was about your turn anyway, so that's perfect. You grabbed about 50 feet of rope, right? And you were gonna try to lasso the skull?
Yes. But before I toss it, I'd like to try to talk her down.
Okay, what do you say?
Do I have to roll for persuasion or anything first, or?
I mean, you can try. It'll be a disadvantage. She's pretty pissed.
Okay. Right. Before this gets too far out of hand, let's stop for a second. I might have been a little hasty, but to my own defense, ever since we've got to this place, everything in its aunt has tried to kill us. From the houses, to the trees, to those bloody wolves. And now, before you even flew out here, those bloody scarecrows started it for no reason. So, if it has to, leave those two alone and deal with me. I apologize. Let's try to settle this civilized. if that's possible.
What'd you get?
$16.
Those crows were doing exactly as they were commanded to do. And you come in here, into my home, and tell me how to live my life? Sonny, I'm older than your great-great-great-grandmother.
Funny, you don't look at a day over a millennia.
Do you do anything else in your turn?
Does she look like she's persuaded at all, or? Right. Well, I guess I'll try to lasso the skull.
All right. Roll to hit, non-proficient, because you're not proficient with rope. That's
So
something we
straight
need.
twen-
We need to make a cowboy class, proficient with lassos.
18.
Didn't that vampire teach you anything?
18, you get it around the skull. And tighten it.
All right, how far is she up?
She's about 45 feet up. Well, she's normally 45 feet up, but you actually climbed up on the topmost piece of rubble that is left of this mansion, which I think was 20 feet up. So you're about 25 feet away.
Okay. So the rope is now lassoed to the gripping the skull.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That was
So
your
I would
action.
tie. Could the same action be like attaching it to the portion of the house here, like an anchor?
If you spend a key point and do like the Swift of Wind thing, I would allow it. The bonus action.
Okay. I'll do that then. And then I will monk run up the rope.
All right, so you're right next to her
Yep.
because you moved 25 feet. Okay. And that's your turn.
I have an attack, don't I?
Now you've used your action and your bonus action, and then you just used 25 feet of your move to get to her.
Okay. So I'm up on the skull with her.
Okay. You notice there's only just enough room for her in the skull. So you're you're bouncing on the rope, essentially. Pretty much standing right next to her in the air. After you, it is Tim-Tam's turn. So Tim-Tam, you are down below somewhere. She's about 50 feet away from you, I think. She's not like a straight line above your head.
I believe in you.
Queen of all witches, mistress of the arcane arts, please forgive my friends. One is a hot-headed, well, you can see it, it's pretty close to you, and he doesn't understand. I mean, he cannot gaze your greatness. And my little friend here, she's a friend of all animals, and she cared maybe too much about the ships, and we apologize. I beg you, please forgive them. I can make up for it. I promise. I can give you magical items and a lot of stuff I've researched, arcane stuff from the future, and I promise I will go after your ship and bring them back. Just please. I'll give you my turret and my gun because you won't even have to cast spells anymore. It's way more fun to shoot them, I promise.
Roll persuasion check. At disadvantage, because she is pissed.
She's very pissed.
She's the opposite
What's a
of my
good
cat.
roll? Yeah. Okay, 16.
Okay. She seems to ignore you. She's focused
Okay.
completely on Saxton at the moment. Do you do anything else in your turn?
Can I, as a bonus action, because that was my action, right? No, no, yeah, because I rolled a precision. That was my action. And can I jump on or tackle Hemlock or something out of the way, at least? Make her, at least hide her.
You can move over towards her. I guess you could attempt to shove her somewhere where she's out of sight.
Yeah, that.
Roll to hit, I guess. This won't hurt her. It'll just move her.
Like unarmed, right?
Yeah, just like a strength.
Okay. 9.
Can I just let it happen?
Yeah, sure. You can tell what Tim-Tam's trying to do, so. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, after you, I believe it is Hemlock's turn. So Hemlock, you got shoved behind some cover. You're not sure how much it gives you some cover, but she's so high up that you'd need like a roof over your head to really give you total cover.
I'm gonna try the persuasion thing. I from my my little, if I'm in like the bushes or something, and just like put my head above the bushes, and I'm like, we're really sorry. You know, we work for your son, and I don't think that he would be very happy if the people that work for him just suddenly died. We're supposed to be doing like good things for him, and or bad things for him.
Roll me persuasion, not at disadvantage, only because you mentioned her son. In a good manner to her.
22.
She starts to snarl at Saxton, and her Vulpin fox ear, like darts towards your direction when you mention her son. She says, "You work for him?"
I do. You could ask him. Hemlock LeBeau, we signed a contract. It would if you would forgive us just this one time, I promise. This will never happen again. I promise. And my friend, it's just like I tried to explain a few minutes ago, my friend just does not have any common sense. And, you know, he hit his head earlier, and it's just, there's a little bump there. You could tell. And it's under the hat. And we would so like to apologize, your greatness. You see, the things that I do are to help your son, ultimately.
Such as?
Well, he... Fuck!
Well, yes, I have heard of that. With quite a few vampires.
We did have a hand in the process of bringing his beloved Irina to him.
Irina?
Yes.
Who's that?
Marie, I think you misspelled the name Hemlock.
Oh, I did?
No, you didn't.
No, I know.
It's a girl. She kind of looks like
You describe her, yeah.
that.
A bachelor with white fur. Beautiful.
Bachelor with white fur. She's very beautiful. Long brown hair. I don't know what she looks like.
Yellow
Does
nose.
she ring a bell? He's very attached to her. You can find her sitting on the back of his horse black horse thing that's made of fire.
Do you do anything else in your turn?
I think that was the best that I could do, honestly.
Yeah, because I stretched it a little there. But
Okay.
Nyhm,
Do
you just read your book?
Keep on reading.
Okay. On her turn, she looks interested in what you have to say, and with her hand,
Sorry. Yeah.
jeez, that was loud.
Sorry.
She attempts to push Saxton off the rope. Let's see. Does a dirty 20 hit you?
I'd say yes.
Okay. She pushes you off the tightrope. And you can use your
Glide.
glide. Wait, was that a reaction or is that a bonus action? Well, regardless, you would fall down and your monk thing would you wouldn't take any damage from 45 feet up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. You guys are 9th level, right?
Yeah, no, I'm sure monks are immune to 60 or less.
Okay. So she pretty much pushes you off the rope as her action. And she says, oh, and she was surprisingly strong. She has a very frail looking body, Saxton. But she pushed you off effortlessly. It seemed. I'm just double checking to make sure. Oh, you can either give me, before you fall, you can give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
19 for acrobatics.
Okay. Then she would still have shoved you off with the 20. You monk fall back down to the ground. And she looks at Hemlock. And using her multi-attack, she uses one of her actually. No, she can't do anything with that, with the rope right now. She says, well, if you work for my son, then I want you to know that he has a spy in his castle. And I want you to get something for me to stop the spy.
A spy? Okay.
A covenant,
I can do that.
a covenant of
as long as you
hags
leave my friends alone.
lives in the valley. Their eye is in the castle.
Okay.
I want you to take it and destroy it. It belongs to Strahd's lead servant, Cyrus. Now, if you recall, Cyrus is like the weird hunchbacked guy with like the duck foot and the...
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. Oh. Okay. That sounds doable for someone.
Doable for you.
Doable for me, I guess. Damn it.
And get out of my sight before I change my mind.
That is no problem, ma'am. See you later. Come on, Tim-Tam.
Oh,
I grab
sure,
Tim-Tam's
yeah.
hand. I pull him along. I put Saxton, who's like probably on the ground. I'm like pushing both of the boys out. Let's go.
Okay,
Sure, let's
so
go. And
I have to ask, are you guys still going to do stuff to her or stuff that would require turn-based stuff? Or can we go out of initiative and you guys are just going to try to leave?
I would like to go out of initiative. I
'Cause
would like
that's-
to cry.
That's up to you guys.
I mean, she will not do anything if we don't do anything, right?
If she's breaking contact, so I.
Okay, that's fair.
Exactly. I mean, if we turn around, I mean, we
All right,
would have-
so you all go to leave. What direction do you go?
Do we have an inkling of where we know Nyhm is? Or
So, yeah, I will say
No.
like there better not be any mice around here because I'm hungry and we're leaving.
Yeah, Nyhm, you heard all of this, by the way, so you know what's going on.
Okay.
Is the Spectre still around?
Oh, thanks for reminding me. Hemlock, give me a Christmas saving throw as you guys are leaving.
What? Do I have any?
Charisma?
I was about to say,
Oh,
that's
18.
something you're really good at. Okay.
Yes.
Being a warlock and all. You feel a very sudden chill move through you as you guys leave.
Oh no. I just had a chaos put on me. I'm not.
No, that's not what it was.
Okay.
That would have been a wisdom save.
I am.
Oh,
I
okay.
am broken. I need a rest, guys. I
What's
can't even.
Was it still getting pretty close to night?
Yeah, you're about an hour away from nightfall, you think.
Can you just princess carry me, Saxton? I really I am so spent.
Let's hold
I-
up in that what's left of that manor, then for the night.
I will princess carry you if you would like.
Do I have to
I
fireman
mean-
carry both of you?
It just seems mean for me to ask,
Just
but I
carry-
really I
And
even
tosses over
think
my shoulder
straight.
and walks into the house.
No, princess.
Yes, the prince is
Delicate.
being abducted by the dread pirates, Roberts.
Roberts.
I mean whatever.
Come on, Princess
let-
Bride, let's go.
Just let me sleep.
Thought you were going to say Princess Kenny.
Well, we already made one Princess Bride reference. Might as well
As you
just keep going.
wish.
Shit, that movie's good.
Well, you are currently in the ruins of this mansion. And the only roof you can have over your head is the basement, which you clear the rubble out of so you can get into. And all
Maybe
it's
we can
and
ask.
down there, it's like a few inches of water and like moldy wood from the casks of wine.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
How about Nyhm? What's Nyhm doing?
Probably rejoin them after the fight. Head into the basement with the rest of them.
Just to deal with the vampire issue, I claim this house as my own for the night.
Hemlock has like a little bit of her fur that's still smoking like my background from the lightning bolt that hit her.
You know what? I just got back from the castle a few days ago, so like remember the slime took away most of the hair, so I just got singed, so it just took probably the rest of the hair off of my face. So I'm a bald raccoon.
So sad.
Barely noticeable. Get inside.
Maybe I can. What do I need to craft a wig?
A
Some
wig,
salve.
but
hair, and
a
some
nice
kind of
one.
adhesive.
I just like press to digitate myself so I look like I have hair.
That'd be minor illusion, but
I mean, you can probably make your shirt full look good with prestidigitation, though.
Oh, you know what I could do? I could disguise myself as what I looked like before.
That's true.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
There you go.
Ta-da!
Ta-da, I look pretty, don't I?
I mean, a comb, it counts as a tool, right?
a comb.
Yeah, like the thing for the hair.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I couldn't craft one. I never craft stuff. I'm the worst artificer ever.
No, you're
But I'm gonna fall asleep as soon as we stop.
All right. So you head
Because I
into the
literally have nothing left on me. Nothing.
you head
I
into
cannot spend anything.
you head into the damp, slightly flooded basement of what's left of this mansion in the middle of this marsh, next to a flooded river. And you all sit down and take a bit. What are you thinking?
Thinking long rest, please.
It's up to the group.
I already passed out.
Okay. Who's taking first shift? Probably Nyhm, so you can continue reading.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay. Nyhm,
Yes.
you read the journal. You realize that this journal is in quite fancy penmanship. But the pages are definitely very well aged. So who knows how old this journal is, but it's probably a few hundred years old, safe to say. And the opening lines start as follows and continue. I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the warred years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears down stone on the sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and my strength gone. All I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Kren's valley, and looked power over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of the God's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in Castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Saege. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above the others, a rare beauty, who was called Perfection, Joy, and Treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all of my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy, but she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart went to Saege. They were betrothed. The date was set. With the words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, Death. It was death of the age that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death, my death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death, a pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Saege, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood. Exactly. Way to make it keep it dramatic, kitty cat. So, as you get to that part of the journal, you start to notice that the amount of flies in here have been increasing and increasing. And at first they kind of like bite at you a little bit, you like smack them off and stuff. But then pretty soon swarms of them come in. And they start attacking you. a lot of them. As we roll initiative.
Well,
But-
I guess
but-
I should be.
By the way, oh, 2 people are switched on the overlay. Whoopsies. Tim-Tam was probably the only one that actually passed out. Everyone else is probably still awake. It'd only been like 20 minutes. Maybe that.
I guess it's kind of a good thing that I didn't fully get to read this at the beginning of their combat.
Mhm. Oh, you're not done yet. There's still a few pages.
Lovely. If it's anything like Jumanji.
All right. So, Hemlock, what'd you get?
6. Hi, Garfield.
Being so needy. 6. Okay. How about Saxton? How about Saxton?
Oh, sorry, 14.
Okay. Tim-Tam?
19.
Oh, wow. So they probably start biting
Yeah.
you first. And Nyhm.
23.
Okay. Nyhm, you get to act first as a bunch of flies come flying in. They pretty much block out the entryway because there's just so many of them.
Didn't we board up the entry to the basement?
Nope. It was wide open.
Okay, that's absolutely fair. Do I believe that these flies are coming in because I'm reading the book, or
You're not sure. But they are biting you and they're coming after you and everyone else in here.
well, now I kind of am thinking it's a Jumanji-esque. Wondering if I should finish the book first.
Say the name of the book.
Journal. No, that didn't work. I don't think
Yeah.
it ever had a proper title, did it?
This journal didn't have a cover to it. It's just a
Yeah.
leather-bound journal.
Latu, Verada.
No, we're not starting that crap. That's a whole different campaign.
No, that was the Avernus one. But you guys lost that
Mhm.
book.
That one is also very good.
Hmm.
Um,
Another one for Callie to see. Great horror comedy.
Yeah,
Put it on the list.
all 3 of them, actually.
I have not seen The Evil Dead. Those are straight up horror, but Army of Darkness is very comedy horror.
Evil Dead 2 is pretty it's very gory, but it's also comedy. The one, it's horror, yeah.
Okay,
2 is where it starts shifting into the horror comedy.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to use a flaming sphere.
Ooh, that's a good move to use.
Great, yeah.
Good
So,
answer. Good answer.
Deck saves, please.
deck saves. Away!
I effectively drop it in front and then just ram the flaming sphere directly into them.
14. Dirty 20. 8. And 18.
So one of them, the 8, takes full damage, but the rest will take half.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to make this a lot simpler for me. And I'm going to go with the roll that they failed on. So roll your damage.
It's 8 fire damage.
Okay. Even your flaming sphere, as you cast it, you can barely see it. And you hear popping noises as a bunch of the flies are making contact with it and catching on fire. And if the sound of the buzzing didn't wake up Tim-Tam, that definitely did. I don't know if any of you are pyromaniacs, but if you set a bug on fire, they pop.
That tells a lot about you there, Scotty.
Mhm. Because they have the exoskeleton, so they're cooking from it's gross. Anyway, so
Pressure, yeah.
that's your turn.
No, I still have movement and bonus action. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I keep breathing.
Yeah, really. Are there any pillars down here, or is it just an open area?
There are wooden pillars that are supporting the basement's roof. They're
Okay.
fairly rotten, but they're there.
I will move as far back as I can. That would keep the sphere within 60 feet of me, and use my bonus action to hide behind one of those pillars.
Okay, I'm going to say you have 3/4 cover. It's not, even with your small stature, the pillars aren't big enough to totally conceal you.
Okay.
And then after you, it
Do I not
is...
need to roll my stealth?
Yes, you do. Sorry.
You're getting ahead of yourself there, Scotty. 26.
26. Let's see if they can even perceive you. Nope.
What is their perception? Because this might be another situation where my minimum roll would still...
The highest they can roll is at 18.
Okay, no, that could still work. Okay, never mind. That is my turn.
Tim-Tam, you are prone as you wake up to this.
What do I see? Like a bunch of flies, right?
You just hear like just like all these flies. It's just a droning amount of flies, and you see a flaming sphere, and just like little, almost looks like sparks popping off as the flies are involuntarily making contact with it.
How long it's been since we started resting?
You feel like you just closed your eyes. But in actuality, it's been like 20 minutes.
20. Okay, so I still have Tim-Tam. I will grab my turret as if it was a gun, because I can technically do it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, aim it to the.
It's almost like an amorphous blob of flies. It's just that many flies.
To the amorphous blob of flies on fire.
Okay.
So dex saves. And the spell save.
Then a 10 will not pass.
And I have to roll damage. That could be nice. Nah. 10 fire damage. Pretty low.
Fire streaks through the dark basement, lighting it up even further as you fire once, and a bunch of flies get cooked.
And I will shoot a firebolt with the other hand, with my gun, at the blob.
Okay.
And that's a 25 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
What level are we?
9.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. 12 fire damage.
Okay.
To a single target, so I don't know if that affects the...
I'm treating all of this as a single target, so...
Oh, okay.
That's why I said to make it easier for me.
I don't know if they like have resistance or something. It's for single target stuff.
Yeah, it's fire damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's your turn?
Action, bonus action, and I'm prone. I will stand up.
Okay.
With half my movement.
I'll say you stood up before you attacked, or your attack would have been at disadvantage.
Yeah.
So you're standing up, and you got your gun, and Tim-Tam.
Yeah, dual wielding.
Cool.
And I did, yeah.
Saxton. I would say you were technically prone. You were sitting down, but
okay.
Well, I mean, for Saxton, Tim-Tam was passed out.
Oh.
Guess I'll get up and start swatting some flies.
Okay.
17.
That hits.
8 damage.
Okay.
Second hit, 19.
That hits.
9 damage.
All right.
Go ahead and use Flurry. 17.
17 hits.
8 damage.
All right. You guys have swatted / burned like almost half of what's here.
Okay. They can't react when I pull away from that one. And the second flurry of bow hit. 16.
16 hits.
9 damage. I guess do a deck save.
Okay. They might be immune to this. What is this for?
As in, like, knock them 15 feet away.
Oh. 15 to hit. Or save. Sorry, deck save. Words. They got a 15 on their deck save.
Yeah, they pass.
Oh, okay.
So I'll move back away from the swarm.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. So you're big and beefy, and you're probably the closest as well, and putting off the most heat out of everybody here. So
Aside from the fireball.
aside from the fireball, at the beginning of their turn, do they need to do anything with the fireball?
Him.
Sorry. Yes, the fireball, if they are stuck inside the sphere, does the same amount of damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it at the beginning or end of their turn?
When checking sphere. Crap. Any creature that ends
Ends
its
its
turn
turn,
within
okay.
5 feet of the sphere.
Okay, so this amorphous blob of swarm of flies is so big that even them moving in to swarm on Saxton, I would say some of it is still in the flaming sphere. So I'll roll that deck save when that time comes.
I don't think they get a deck save for that second part, do they?
Any
Nope.
creature that ends its
Still-
turn within 5 feet must make a deck save.
Yep, I apologize. I didn't catch up to that quick enough.
And they only got a 12 to hit.
Nope.
So you're doing pretty good. And then at the end of their turn, deck save. They fail. Got an 8. So, Nyhm, could you roll me fire damage from it?
On it. 11.
11. Okay. So, the swarm has started moving towards Saxton. It's starting to try to... Saxton, you're pretty much breathing flies. Like, it's just a ridiculous amount of flies. It's gross. So when you all notice, you can almost see like a humanoid silhouette inside the swarm of flies at certain points. And then suddenly, appearing in front of you all is the ghost you saw before. But instead of looking like how he did in life, this Batra, instead he's taken on a ghoulish look where his eyes are sunken in and are glowing white. And his mouth has elongated down to most part of his torso, and his fangs are really showing, as I need everybody to make wisdom saves.
Even if I'm out of sight and hidden.
Can you see this?
Well, I was hiding behind a beam. You tell me.
Oh yeah, he would be able to see you. You're under you're 3/4 cover, but he can still see you.
Even if I'm hidden?
You're not total cover.
But I'm hidden. Stealth check?
Okay, so not you.
21.
Okay.
9.
4.
4.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
All right, both Hemlock and Tim-Tam are frightened.
Okay.
Also, I need each of you to roll me a d4.
Both?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared.
You
I,
should-
I dropped my D4 earlier. This was
I can roll for you if you want,
Okay.
but
No, I got it. It's
1.
fine.
okay.
No, you don't want Scotty to roll for you.
I don't. I'm fine. Let me just. 2.
Okay. So I'll read what this says. If you fail the save by 5 or more, the target also ages 1d4 times 10 years. So, Hemlock, you age 20 years, and Tim-Tam, you age 10 years. And are both frightened of this ghost.
How long is my lifespan?
How young are you?
I was 18.
Mapachs mature quickly, reaching adulthood around 8 years. They live fairly average lifespans, oldest among them
okay.
living just past 60.
I think I was just 8 because I was like, oh, it's like, oh, you're 18 in human years. So I think I was just 8. So I'm 28.
Okay. And then Corvum reach adulthood at 18 years, and they live approximately 70 years total. Just to give you an idea of like.
Can you die from this kind of aging?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Ooh.
Definitely. That's why they give the age gaps for races.
Yeah, it says on my character sheet that I was 8, so I'm 28 now.
You're like middle-aged.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're like in your like mid-30s maybe.
I mean, she does have a receding hairline now, and what she needs to do is go get a convertible.
Does my hair grow back now that I've grown?
No. No.
Dang it! I'm a bald middle-aged person. Okay.
You haven't gotten fatter or skinnier. It's just what you have has aged.
I mean, that's good because imagine the nails, like 20 years without cutting your nails.
Mm-hmm. The good thing about being humble folk and bird folk is they don't really show their ages that well. So, I mean...
Well, I look the same, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, ravens and crows, they pretty much look the same until they die.
Yeah.
Might molt a few too many feathers when they get older or something, but that's pretty much it. Same with raccoons, really. Minus the feather thing.
I just like imagine Hemlock is that one art of Jessie from Pokemon that you were showing me, Scotty, where she's like 45 and she just looks cool as hell.
Yeah. minus the mom pudge. You don't gain weight.
Okay.
But yeah, he looks pretty mad at you all still being in his house. And then after him, it is Hemlock's turn.
Mm-hmm.
He's guarding your way out. Technically, because you're frightened of him and you can't willingly move towards him. And going that direction is towards the way out of the basement.
Just changing my age to 28 real quick. The fire's still going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I think it would do anything? Like, do I have to roll an Arcana to see if I would think it would do anything to a ghost?
You're pretty sure it would do something to the ghost.
Can I use my Eldritch Blast to try to force him over to the fire?
Yeah, sure. He's technically not at it right now, but if you hit with... How much does each Eldritch Blast push?
At max 14. So 1d10 plus 4.
Is how much it pushes each time it hits?
It's 1d10 plus 4. That would push each time it hits.
Yeah, but how many feet each time it hits would it push?
Oh. Hang on. It doesn't say. It just says the range is 120 feet.
It's not like a push 10 feet.
I might have to go into my do you want to like skip, come back to me? Because I will look for the
Now just roll the hit. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna roll with it for now.
Does a 13 hit?
13 does hit, actually.
Okay. So the first one does 10 damage. So I would.
Okay. Your Eldritch Blast hits it like it's a tangible being.
Okay.
And pushes him back, and he's almost in the flamey sphere as you shoot your second one.
My second one. Oh, man, I'm not a champion. That's not a crit. Okay. You stop playing fighters. That's a 28.
28 hits, so I'm going to have him roll Dex save. A dirty 20 for the flaming sphere. I assume that makes it so he takes like half.
Yeah.
I did it again. I am so sorry. Yeah, half if he makes it past 14.
Okay. Can you roll me the fire damage?
Sorry.
Don't worry.
And Hemlock, you can roll me the force damage.
It is 9.
8.
So he takes half of 9, which would be 4. And you notice that it doesn't seem to do as much as it probably should. So he gets burned just a teeny little bit. But your Eldritch Blasts seem to be very effective on him. And he does not look happy at all.
Garfield looks happy.
Oh yeah, Garfield's in Cloud 9. Well, no, he'd be in Cloud 9 if he had catnip. That's what you want. So after that, do you do anything else in your turn?
Can I do anything else on my turn? Let me look. I don't think so.
Oh, that's right. You were frightened.
Yeah.
So those attacks were at disadvantage.
Damn it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay.
Just,
I rolled a 15 and an 18.
yeah,
so
okay, so they would have both hit regardless.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
Okay. Then that's your turn.
Yep.
Old Lock. And anyway, Nyhm.
What?
I said Old Lock.
Oh. Look at those.
Nyhm,
Fine.
it is your turn.
Okay, stupid question, but I do want to ask just to make absolutely certain.
Mm-hmm.
If I've got Flaming Sphere up, I cannot cast another spell.
That requires concentration.
Okay.
So if you can cast a cantrip, if the cantrip doesn't require concentration, like a firebolt or something.
So, okay, what about a level 1 spell, though?
Does it say for the duration concentration?
No.
Then you can.
Oh, lovely. Okay. So, is the swarm centered around the ghost?
It's like going through the ghost, and it's like the front half of it is on Saxton. What's left of it, anyway. There's like thousands of dead flies floating in the water now, though.
Okay. In that case, I will roll the sphere back to the ghost.
Okay, the ghost is currently in the spheres thing. Hemlock pushed the ghost into it.
Right. I'm an idiot. I am so sorry. I apologize. The distraction I had earlier is still messing with me.
But you can ram it into them, and they'd have to re-roll the saving throw again.
If I do that, it uses my bonus action, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, bonus action. No, I will leave it as is. True, but
Because you force them to make this deck save, but they still have to take it at the end of their turn. So it's
True.
double damage.
But well, not if they don't end their turn in the sphere.
Well, yeah.
And the other problem is if I make any other type of attack, then I have to use my bonus action to go back into hiding again, or else effectively become another target.
Oh yeah, because you cast Flaming Sphere, you technically aren't hiding right now. That's right.
No, I cast Flaming Sphere and then use my bonus action to hide.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I am hiding.
Oh, sorry.
No, but if he moves the sphere, then he cannot hide. I mean, she cannot hide.
Whew.
If you use your action for anything but the stealth action,
The bonus action, yeah.
you become visible again. But
Right,
you could use your
which is
bonus
fine.
action to become stealthed again.
And now you've caught up. Okay.
Mhm.
So give me just a second.
Ah, rogues.
Yes. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think I want to try this. I'm assuming that if I make any type of attack, I have to poke my head out to actually see what I'm attacking.
Yeah. Well, what kind of attack?
Catapult.
Yeah, a target you can see. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to use the catapult. I need a dex save again.
For the ghost or for
The ghost.
Okay.
Well, actually, that actually provides a very good question. If I'm aiming the catapult at the ghost, but if the attack goes straight through it, isn't the swarm around it enough to where the swarm would get hit?
That's where 5e mechanics kind of flop, because you're technically only singling out one target. So,
I mean, the catapult specifies that it stops at the first thing it hits, but a swarm, I don't know if it hits.
Well, if it goes past the ghost and doesn't hit, and then it would hit the swarm.
Yeah.
So if it does, it stop at the first one it hits.
I mean, it says it continues until it hits something or reaches the maximum range. So.
That is true.
I actually like that. You do have a point. So the ghost makes the dex save, but I'm going to have the swarm also roll, because that makes a lot of sense.
The dex save, what did he make?
19.
Okay, yeah, that makes it.
The swarm only gets a 13, though.
Haha, they do not pass.
Mm-hmm.
That is 3d8.
They absorbed all the inertia.
That is 20 damage.
Wow, okay.
Through a hell of a fly swatter.
Make a surprising hole in the swarm. That.
With a ball bearing, no less.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also assuming that I need to roll that wisdom save.
No. That was the ghost's action to do that.
Oh, okay, wonderful. In that case, I will use my bonus action to go... Wait. I'm almost forgetting something. I have magical ambush.
Which means?
This is my problem. I forget things a lot. Where is magical ambush?
What were we doing again? Oh, I'm joking.
Exactly. If I'm hidden from a creature when I cast a spell, the creature has disadvantage on any saving throw it makes against the spell. So that 20 damage.
It turned its 19 to a 3. So instead it hits the ghost.
Yes, I remembered something that was actually applicable for a turn. Wonderful. Sorry for the alteration of your calculations there, Scotty.
You are fine.
And at that point, I will use my bonus action to go back into hiding.
Okay, stealth roll.
Stealthing it up with another 26. Huh. Yes, Lluis.
No, I was just imagining. Do you remember when they do the flashlight in parties that you can only see like frames of the people dancing? I like to think that Nym's like that in combat. We just like
Nice.
see her for like a split second, and we're like, what?
And before you even realize you've got
Yeah.
a ball bearing in your face, I'm already gone.
Yeah,
Is she
what-
Night Stalker bamfing everywhere?
I guess so.
assume something
If I
happened
could.
because people's dying, but
And I assume that's Nym's turn then, right?
Yes, because I don't want to make any move just yet.
Okay. Tim-Tam, you are next.
so I'm scared and old. I'm not old, but yeah.
You're now
Uh,
mature. You've gained the figurative 5 o'clock shadow.
to to understand exactly how everyone is positioned, the ghost and the swarm are like together, right?
Yeah, the swarm, it's complicated because the swarm can be in like everybody's squares. So the swarm is taking up, I'm going to say, like a 15 square foot area.
Okay.
It was originally, but now it's like a 10.
And there's any ally within 20 feet of the ghost.
Yes.
And if I made a 20 feet,
Saxton is.
if I made a 20 feet AOE behind the ghost, can I make like the trick to get the ghost and not my allies?
Yeah, you can easily make sure it doesn't hit the ghost. Or
Okay,
it doesn't hit your
so-
ally, sorry.
First of all, I will shoot Tim-Tam because I don't get disadvantage because
Alright,
I can flamethrower without, while being scared.
that's the cone of fire, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so 2 dex
that's the
saves.
first thing.
10 from the ghost
Fails,
and 17 from the swarm.
just passes. So 14 fire damage, half of that, 7 if they pass.
14 fire damage.
And that's my bonus action. And as my action, I remember I have something. And that will be because Tim-Tam is looking like really, really bad. It's below 10 HP. And I will say, well, good friend, it is time. It is Tim-Tam time. And I will throw that at the ghost and explode my turret for. And I know it's 20 feet AOE. So I will try not to hit Saxton. But if I can get both the swarm and the ghost, I will.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna
If-
say
if I
you
have
throw
to-
it, and it's purposely delayed. So, and Tim-Tam literally phases through the ghost, goes out the other side, and then detonates.
Okay, I had it here. What the fuck is that? No, it's an action.
And D&D Beyond, all of our abilities are easy to find.
Detonate Eldritch. Okay, here. Okay, so they have to make a dex save again. It's the same. It's the same. It's like another attack.
Okay. 7 from the ghost and 13 from the swarm.
So that's 18 fire damage.
They
9
both
if
fail?
They pass. Okay.
They both failed, right? 13 was the highest.
Yeah. No. 17 is my spell DC.
And how much damage was it again?
18
Okay.
fire.
Mm-hmm. There's barely any flies left. Ghost, you guys can't even tell if you're hurting it. It seems to be reacting to your stuff, though. Like, it is getting burned a little bit by the fire and stuff. Definitely got affected by the ball bearing and the Eldritch Blasts, for sure. But it visibly looks the same. And is that Tim-Tam's?
Yeah. I mean, Saxton is like close to the ghost, and where's Hemlock?
She's
I'm too
same range as you. You both are kind of far away.
I'm too exhausted to realize anyway. Yeah. No, that's my turn.
Okay, Saxton, it is your turn. There's a lot less flies, like maybe 20% of the flies are left. And the ghost is still there.
Is this the ghost that we saw earlier?
Mm-hmm.
And didn't the ghost help us earlier?
He pointed away and told you that's where his mistakes were or something.
Okay. Do I notice like what's physically happened to Tim-Tam and Hemlock?
Yeah, if you look over, I would say you notice.
All right, then I guess I'll just unsheath the sword, and I'm getting really tired of all you damn minions of Strahd attacking us. Won't even leave us alone for 5 minutes. And I'll charge and swing the sword at the ghost.
Okay, roll to hit.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
11 damage.
As you swing your sword through him, he seems to dissipate. And as he's dissipating, he says, I hate Strahd.
And I hate Strahd too. Wherever you just went. Did we win?
Around you.
Oh, those things. SWAT. 28.
28 hits.
10 damage with slashing with a sword.
Okay.
How many are left?
There's still some left. They're still bugging you.
I'll just do a normal attack on this for a bonus action. $15.
15 hits.
7 more damage.
All right. And that's your turn?
Yes.
All right. What's left of the flies attacks you. Again. And gets a whopping 7. And then it is Hemlock's turn.
They're tickling.
Hemlock and Tim-Tam, you are no longer frightened.
Did the flies stay within the sphere?
No, because Saxton isn't in his sphere and they moved to Saxton. Oh, it was force damage.
Yeah.
Not
I
fire
misread
damage.
it, yeah.
Okay, well remember that
I
for
thought
next time.
I thought it exported in the same element that the turret was, but no, it's always force.
It's okay. So
Gramlock, it's your turn.
it's all right. So if a spell says one creature and you're
these flies would count as one creature.
All of them would count as one creature.
Yeah, because it's a swarm. And swarms are weird.
Cool. That helps out a lot because that means it's not gonna just affect one fly. I would like to cast lightning lure if I can and try to zap these flies. You have to make a strength saving throw for the flies.
Oh, flies are great at strength.
Yeah.
Let's see what's there. I have to actually check. Yep, that's about right. 8 total.
Yeah.
They rolled good.
Zap, 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 zap.
So you pull what's left of the swarm towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, lightning damage.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. 13 damage.
I don't know if any of you have had a bug
lightning
zapper before. but they all get bug zapped. There are no more flies.
I was about to say, since they left my sphere of influence, I would have got a sentinel attack too.
They were already like turned to ash. Ash was pulling them towards you. We'll say.
I would just like to sleep. It's been a long 20 years, which have felt like 5 minutes. I would like to sleep now.
You guys can roll religion checks on ghosts if you want.
I'm going to keep reading the book.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah,
I'll get to that.
I'm good at that.
Oi, Ghosty, you still around here?
No response.
16 on relation.
Okay.
Can we close the freaking doors and possibly bar the basement?
There are no doors.
Didn't we have to clear off the debris from the doors to the basement?
Yeah, there was rubble that you guys cleared out of the way to get down here.
I thought there was a door on them. Okay.
Nope.
I got a 12 for religion check.
Okay. You think there was a door at one point, Nyhm, but it's rotted away. It rotted away a long time ago. Tim-Tam. Ghosts, don't stay gone. They have to be completely exorcised from the area, or you have to figure out what it is that's keeping them anchored on the world around you.
I will share that.
A ghost probably will come back in the next 24 hours if its form has been destroyed.
Maybe we can ask for age back.
Do I feel like I would know that I'm not going to get my age back if we were to ask the ghost?
With that religion check, yeah. With the 12, you're pretty sure. A ghost can't fountain of youth you.
I put my hand on Tim-Tam's shoulder and I say,
Oh no, it's okay. You're okay. Everything is fine. Don't worry. You're okay. You're safe. We will get out of here. If it's what the ghost did to us, what worries you, don't, because I have perfected a serum at home that will keep you young for a long time. So that's
no,
okay.
I don't mind getting older. It's just that
it looks good on you.
Once again, I've put everybody at risk of dying.
Technically, Hemlock hasn't visibly changed. She did cast Disguise Self on her.
All right. It's like, I take down Disguise Self. I know I'll just go around as a hairless, beautiful middle-aged.
Yeah, you're still
Mapach.
beautiful, and you did not put anyone in danger. We are all, admittedly, doing awfully, but sticking together. We all put us all in danger. It's fine, except me. I did not put anyone in danger at any time that I can recall. But
no, you were a precious baby boy.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who has never put anyone in danger. But I will not hold that against any one of you because I love you all, and it's fine. And we can rest now. Maybe in another place. Saxton.
Yes.
Carry us away.
Please not stay here.
You hear flies buzzing outside. As you have been hearing since you guys came to the marsh. Because it's marsh.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the ghost will come back. I mean, probably we have time to rest.
At this point,
he did say he hated Strahd too, so...
At this point, it's definitely dark outside.
Okay, now let's rest here and GTFO in the morning.
That's the sound of Hemlock taking the aging damage.
Scare me. That was so
Oh,
scary. Oh, man. It's fine. It's fine. She's fine.
Oh,
it's gonna be fine. If I learned something from Hemlock, is that it's going to be fine.
Everything is gonna be fine. She's fine with this. She's just upset that I don't know why I'm still doing the accent. She's just upset that everybody almost died again. So
Okay, so like we make. Can I change a little bit the rule of not talking to animals that are bigger than a horse to let's not talk to animals unless we are all okay about it?
I think about it. You technically
Okay.
didn't talk to these flies.
No,
I
but we
didn't
talk to
talk
the
to-
sheep.
But okay, but the
Goats.
goats
goat,
told
sorry.
me not to. The goats told me not to let them out of the thing, and then
Okay,
Saxton
so
Unforeseen
just let
circumstances
them-
happen. Move forward.
I mean, let's make a rule. When you speak to an animal, you
Must
tell
get
us what the
permission.
animal said, and we are no. I mean, yeah, you can. I guess you can talk to animals. It's a really awesome gift. So yeah.
Em, how's that book
I-
come along?
I will clear it with everybody.
It's
Scotty,
very
how's
funny
that
to
book
hear
going
you
on?
make animal noises.
You I assume you have like a candle or something because it's dark, and I think Saxton's the only one with dark vision. And even
I
with
do
dark
have
vision,
goggles of night vision.
even with night vision, you technically can't read a book. You can just make out the books there with dark vision.
I thought I had dark vision.
Do you?
I'm double checking.
I don't think the Jerbeen get it.
Huh. Then in that case, yeah, I would have to have a candle to keep reading.
Okay.
Sword.
I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft. I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found. Not ever I knew her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead. Forever. And it's this point that a bunch more flies start buzzing in to the basement. You guys haven't even like fully settled down yet when that happens.
Why?
So are
What do
we
you-
rolling
what-
initiative again?
What do you guys want to do?
I want to yell. Why do all these flies keep coming?
Do I still not have any inclination that the reading of the book is causing these flies to come through?
You can roll insight.
I will definitely do that. With an 11, I'm thinking I don't.
Shrug of the shoulders is all I can say. You guys try to fight off the flies, or are you guys just gonna get out of here?
We should go. Somewhere full of spiders.
I can't hear you, Callie. I don't know why. I know you're not muted. There we
Can you hear
go.
me now?
Yes.
I probably wasn't talking loud enough for my microphone to pick it up. I said I would just like to sleep. If we can find another place to sleep, then best, because obviously the flies are just gonna keep coming in here.
Yeah, let's go.
Is there anywhere outside to hold up?
Weren't there other places that weren't crumbling to the ground?
You head outside, and it is very dark. You can hear the goats way in the distance, back in their pen, probably. And from what you guys have seen, what you all have seen, none of the buildings here seem to be really sustainable as a shelter anymore.
Then we should stay, because first of all, it's nighttime, and Strahd sees everything at night, and
Well,
if there's no other place to go, then
Where's that bloody
Let's
wizard
find
with the
some
Hotel
place.
Ritz that we could stay in?
Nym,
Maybe we can.
you
that way.
you remember Valiki is north.
that's exactly what I was about to say. I can get us there in a few hours, less than a few hours probably, and still be able
Um,
to get a long rest in before dawn.
Can I give Nyhm my goggles of night vision?
Does it allow you?
I mean, I can create
I'm pretty sure
I
it
did
does.
create the object as in it's a magical object. I mean, the Artificer can share its stuff as far as I know.
Yeah,
I don't know if it
I was
has
pretty
to
sure you
attune
could.
to it.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, you give the goggles and Nym, you have dark vision.
Nice.
As long as the goggles are on you.
Lead the way, Nyhm, as I fall in Saxon arms.
I think at this point it would probably be more prudent for me to use a candle for you guys to effectively see me in the dark.
No,
no.
but Saxon has
Saxon
night
can.
vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
so-
night vision.
Never mind then.
Also, I mean, I was the only one that didn't. I mean, I
Wow.
did, but I gave it to you.
That means we are all traveling in extreme stealth.
If Saxon is carrying me, yes. If it lets me fall to the ground,
If you're gonna travel stealthily, you're gonna move at half your normal travel speed. Is that fine?
No, I meant under the fact that we are moving. Everybody's has night vision, so we're moving at the same pace. I'm just saying that we don't have any sources of light to give away our position, and we're moving in the middle of the night.
Mhm.
That's all that I meant. I wasn't saying that we were moving at half speed.
I know, but I'm saying if you guys are gonna be moving, do you try to be very careful about it? Are you taking your time trying to look out for dangers more than normal? Because if you do, it counts as like a +5 to your passive perceptions, but you move at half your speed. And you guys you won't be surprised if you perceive it beforehand.
I believe my passive perception is 17, so I don't think that'd be too much of a problem.
Well, it would knock it up to 22.
Right, but I'm just saying, as far as normal traveling, got night vision goggles, and I don't think that would be a problem. I wouldn't have any problem moving at regular speed if anybody else has got an issue with that. Because with my
I'm
ability, we can
Good,
get
just
there.
getting someplace, the hard point.
okay. So I just checked. They are called goggles of night, and they do not require attunement, so you can use them.
Sweet.
Sweet.
So then this is a party decision. I can get us to Valaki in half the time if we move at regular pace during this night trip. If we travel stealthily, I get us there at what would be the normal traveling time, because it still gets halved even if we are going stealthily about it.
What's the time they're going normal pace versus stealthily?
If you move stealthily, it'll take twice as long. You're not sure how long it will take you to travel there normally, because you've never traveled to Valaki from this location before.
No, but because of my Jerbeen's ability, so long as I know the location, I can still get back to that particular location in half the travel time.
Oh, okay. That works then. Still, you're not sure of what that travel time would be halved, but it is halved. And if you would travel stealthily, it would just be normal travel speed then, because of your Jerbeen thing.
So considering everybody is effectively out of spell slots, extremely tired, and we really need to get the rest, I would say we just use the normal travel speed. I can get us there in half the time. We can have a long rest before dawn.
Okay.
Everybody cool with that?
Hey, Saxton, do you carry me? Because I
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll carry you. Toss.
Could not hear a single word you just said, Callie.
It just worries me because we are in Strahd's domain and he is more active at night. So it would be beneficial for us to go be more stealthy, but if I am out of spell slots and I only have 8 hit points, so I need to rest as soon as possible. So ultimately it's up to you.
Okay, half the time then, please.
Okay, so you start traveling along the western bank of the Luna River. This river that the town is next to, and you continue traveling north. You travel past what's left of the ruins of the city, and you continue traveling north for about a half hour when you hear the sounds of battle in this foggy terrain. The fog, come on, really? She loves to bark so much. But the fog has grown so thick that you can barely see more than 60 feet in any direction, even less so at night. But, you dark vision, so you're fine. Suddenly, the fog takes forms of raptor soldiers, like the birdfolk soldiers, on horseback, charging across the field. They collide with armored pike bearers wielding devil-horned helms, all of them Batras. As each soldier falls in battle, it turns to fading mist. Hundreds more soldiers collide into a storm of screams and clashing metal. As this battle's going on, some of them that are charging stuff seem to run straight through you guys. And stuff.
Huh. Did you look at that? All right, roll them up.
As you continue moving through this battlefield of mist, you hear a thunderous roar to the east. And seconds later, a huge dragon made of silver mist glides overhead, dispersing enemy soldiers with each flap of its mighty wings. Its long reptilian tail slices through the air above you as the dragon carves a swath through the fog, affording you a fleeting glimpse of a dark mansion overlooking the valley to the east.
Oh, I think I know where she got the dragon skull from. Is that
Nyhm, give me
house
a
in the east look
perception.
familiar?
Give me a perception check for those of you with dark vision.
Even with a passive of 17?
Yeah, but I'll go with your passive if it's not higher than that.
Okey-dokey.
I got a 14.
16.
25.
All right, Saxton and Nyhm, you notice that the mansion, way in the distance, when I say way in the distance, I mean like another half hour, it does have a roof. But it's not in town. It's closer than town.
Is this a misty mansion or is it actual?
It's actually there. No lights are coming from it, though. Actually, with your 25, one window there might be a little bit of candlelight or something.
Nyhm, want to say hello to another person while they're in bed?
Honestly, I would prefer that we got to Valaki instead of trying to take another detour into another area that we don't know about, into another possible confrontation. That's the word I was looking for. Whereas we can still make it to Valaki and be protected and get in rest. And that's the biggest thing. We need the rest. Period. I don't want to take a chance on this mansion if we can avoid it for now and then come back later.
tired.
Shh, it's okay, baby. Go back to sleep. Pat, pat, pat.
No.
Oh, so
Mm.
Duh, gross.
So you guys continue to Valaki, right?
I mean, I would make a mark on my map for this particular mansion, but yes, keep heading on to Valaki.
Okay. You can see the old Slavic road, but you know if you go through the woods, it'd be quicker. If you go through the woods.
Well, considering there's one thing that I wanted to say earlier. It's not the Jerbeen feat. It's actually the bandit trader background that I've got.
Mm-hmm.
But that uses the back roads and wood paths and everything else to shorten the distance. I'm assuming if that's the shorter time, then that's the path we're taking.
Yeah. So you head through the woods. And as you're heading through the woods, you're almost to Valaki. You're pretty sure you're almost to Valaki now. When you spot a gravestone ahead of you in the woods.
Spot a what?
A gravestone.
Just a random solitary gravestone.
Yeah, there's clearly it was dug up here there before, but the grass has grown over top of it, and it's just enough room between the trees for it to be there.
So other than the fact that it's just off by itself, it doesn't look anything interesting or normal, just there.
Yeah, it's just there. You're taking the dirt. There are dirt roads that go through the woods and stuff, and you're on this trail, and it's visible with your dark vision, just off the trail.
Can I see what it says without getting any closer?
Yeah, sure. You see that it says Tim-Tam on the tombstone. And in parentheses down below in bird speech, and Tim-Tam.
So I'm keeping that macabre thought to myself.
The tombstone's engravings kind of has is fairly plain, except for it almost looks like it has a bird's skull carved into the stonework at the top part.
Neat. I'm not going to tell
I don't
anybody.
see this, right? Okay.
Well, Nyhm just noticed it because she was ahead of everybody. And has dark vision and is kind of looking out for everybody. I assume everyone else is just so tired and exhausted and it's dark, you're just following them. Right?
This is the second time that one of us has had a death motif kind of thing happen.
I have to carry both Hemlock and Tim-Tam now.
If you want.
I could screw the party over so hard if I just dove into the trees and started hiding.
Yeah.
I have dark vision. I'll make my own path when I have to.
Okay, I was about to say you wouldn't be able to track me very well. Anyways, yeah.
Besides
not saying anything.
Besides that, surprisingly, you guys don't encounter anything else as you finally reach the gates to the outer wall of Valaki from the southern side.
Head in.
As you get up to the doors, you see heavy iron chains and iron padlocks are kept on the gate.
Well, I'm fairly certain that we probably wouldn't be able to get a guard's attention this late at night, so I'm going to try and pick the locks.
All right, slide
Quick
ahead.
question: we didn't do anything illegal in this city, did we?
Yeah, you just killed the Baron. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
But they never pinned it on us.
Yeah,
they did.
Oh. Well, shit.
The son definitely did, as he comically slipped down the stairs, if you recall, from a certain
How far
grease
back was
spell.
that cabin in the woods?
Yeah, no.
The mansion was it's probably about only a half-hour trip with Nym's guide. But you notice the gate is chained and locked.
Yeah, I'm picking the locks.
Sleight of hand.
Yay.
This could possibly go wrong.
26.
You easily pick the lock. And you go to open the gate.
As quietly as possible, yes.
All right. Stealth check. At disadvantage, because it's a big gate. A big noisy gate.
Okay, stealth check at disadvantage. It's 21.
Okay. The gate is
And
opened.
that's
Oh, sorry.
sorry. No, you're fine. It's just that was the first one. The second one would have been a 27.
Oh, all right.
I
So,
have plus 12 in stealth.
Nyhm surprisingly opens up the gate very quietly. But as the gate is slowly being opened, a crossbow bolt lands right above your hand, Nyhm. And you hear, back! Back, I say! Back, foul beast! And you hear like a crossbow reloading.
Could a beast pick a lock?
We don't want your kind here!
I got nothing. Saxton?
Does the voice sound familiar
No.
or something? Damn it.
Only one bolt per
it's
turn.
got that
Nope.
Barovian accent, though. They sound
It was-
worried and scared.
Sorry.
We're not with Strahd. We're not.
Wait, are they allied with Strahd?
That's exactly what an ally to the devil would say!
No, we've been here. I brought a horse. You can
Roll-
ask the
Roll persuasion.
you can ask the people. I spent like a bunch of gold on it. Persuasion. 18.
Right. I recognize that voice.
Oh, good. I was
Goes to
about
open it,
intimidation.
and you see two guards. Both Bachelor, one male, one female. And they look pretty scared. They're like, get inside. Before the wolves come in.
Oh, lovely.
And you guys run in.
About to say, you fire that crossbow at me again, I want to
Right.
shove it when the sun don't shine.
They close it, re-lock everything, and they're like, normally we don't let people inside. But you got rid of the Baron, that made us take those horrible holidays. Forced us to smile all the time, so consider this a favor paid.
Sounds good to me. Thank you for letting us in.
Mm-hmm. Stay safe, travelers.
Speaking of, is this house vacant, by the way?
No. In
Let's just
fact,
get to the inn.
no, okay, bye. So you head to the inn.
No.
In fact, what?
What? I would stay behind. I would stay behind and ask. What's up?
I'm trying to find names. I'm sorry. This is like a really big town, so give me a moment. There it is. Lady Fiona Wachter has taken over the city.
Oh.
I recognize that name as the lady who hired me to take out the Baron, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. She is now living in the Baron's old house. You would hear that as you're leaving. Definitely. As the guard is talking to Hemlock.
Okay, I'm not really sure who that is, but I hope that she treats you better than the Baron did.
Well, not really. She kicked out the Baron's son,
Oh.
the only survivor from your
Oh no.
expedition. He's a
Oh no.
he practices some evil magics. So it's probably for the
Evil
better.
magic?
Yes. Apparently they found a bunch of skeletons up in his upstairs in the attic. Apparently he was practicing foul magics to animate them.
And what's this
Feline
new lady been
skeletons.
doing?
Well, she has a very strict curfew, so I'll quickly head to the inn before the other guards notice you.
Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you later. And here's a gold for your troubles. I don't know.
Oh, thank you. I'll use it. I'll use it after my shift's done.
Yeah, buy yourself a nice juice or something. I don't know.
Wine?
See you later.
Like I'm gonna be sober after.
Juice.
Like I'm gonna be sober after I'm off my shift. Drink until I can't remember anything, and then go and pass out.
Well, good for you. I just aged 20 years. I'm gonna go take a nap.
What?
And
and you guys head to the Blue Water Inn. All right.
Yes, we desperately need the rest.
All right. You head there. You arrive. Dragging your feet. And you get to the inn. And the doors are locked, but there are lights coming in from the inside, and you do hear people inside and stuff.
I knock.
Wait. No. I have this.
Knock.
No.
Okay.
Don't knock. I can unlock the door,
Okay.
and I can tell them that the door was unlocked.
Well,
I'm unlocking I'm picking the locks.
okay.
You notice that there isn't a lock on this side.
What?
There isn't a lock, but the door isn't opening. You're thinking maybe it's barred from the other side.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I knock on the door.
Makes sense.
Who is it?
Hello, it's Hemlock. It's Hemlock and friends. The Mapach girl.
I like
You
these
hear-
scout cookies.
You hear everything kind of like hush inside, and you hear something heavy move off the door, and the door cracks open just a bit, and you see a Corvum lady, and it's the
Hi.
wife of the owner.
Hi.
And as she peeks out to see you all, she recognizes you, and she's like, "Oh, okay, yes, no, come in. Oh, you look exhausted. Oh, jeez.
I aged 20 years.
Oh, you look like you haven't aged a day.
It's the bald.
Oh, I thought you still had disguised self up."
No, I said I
Oh,
took
you
it off
don't?
a while ago.
She goes, okay, then that's not what she says. Instead, she like opens the door and she like puts both of her hands on your face and it's like, what happened?
You know.
No, come inside. You'll catch a cold. All of you, come on.
I will keep disguise self up from now on. No, it's just not to scare people.
You went inside and there's a lot of like scared
My
/ worried
carelessness.
faces seeing you. You all know of a usually especially for folk, humble folk, that usually if you're like diseased or something, you tend to lose a lot of your fur and stuff.
Oh.
So people seem to be avoiding you because of that.
Oh, it was the. I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Put the like a hood over my, and then I like to cast disguise self, and then I take the hood off. I'm like, I'm sorry. I've been through a lot. I'm not diseased. I promise. I didn't mean to scare y'all. I just would really like a nap. That's it.
The owner, without even looking up, says, that'll be 2 silver for each of you.
Okay.
So why are y'all holed up in here?
You're kidding, right? There's
Do I
vampires.
look like I'm...
There's vampires outside.
That's just a normal Wednesday night, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why we have the place locked up at night. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what?
Check Discord.
Oh, yeah, that's Hemlock. At least your
I
head.
just had to Google it. I'm sorry.
So, how far is that manor from the bar?
The Baron's Manor?
Yes.
Let's see. Pulling up the map. The inn is in the middle of town. Sorry. It's not too far away. It's maybe 1,000 feet away. You know, a block or two
Okay.
away.
So, is the new person in charge worse than the Baron, or how is she doing?
Well, I don't know. I would have rather have kept the Baron.
Is she that bad?
She's an ally of Strahd's. He's visited here
Right.
during the night.
Hemlock, take this. Hands her Tim-Tam.
Oh, okay. Just holding Tim-Tam.
The map I just put on Discord, or that's going on Discord right now. Area 3 is the Baron's house, and Area 2 is the tavern, the inn you guys are at.
I'll be back in a moment. Walk out and start heading for the manor.
Nyhm is going to pay their silver and head straight to the room.
Okay. Saxton, as you're heading out, one of the Corvum puts his hand on your shoulder and says, knock 4 times, pause, and then knock 2 times. Then pause, and then knock 4 times again. And we'll let you in.
424.
Good luck. A few of the other Corvum that are sitting in the tavern and stuff, actually scoot out their chairs and they get up and they're like, "I'm going with you." And he like grabs
there's no justice like angry mob justice.
and he like grabs he has a hand crossbow on him and he like has it and he like loads it and he joins you. It's not safe out there alone.
You gonna hand me the lamp oil and a rope?
Do you need some?
I thought you were gonna say it's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this.
No. Why?
It's been a long day. Let's go.
So this fellow and a friend of his will join you. They both have short swords and hand crossbows. And angsty cloaks with hoods.
Y'all get some rest.
So, yeah. What's up?
Does Saxton look bad? Like he needs to be healed or something?
I don't know. Does it?
I'm at 2/3.
I'll heal you with my last the thing, last cure wounds thing. So that's 3d8 plus 4, right? Wow. Okay. You get 10 hit points back because I rolled like shit, so.
All right. Appreciate it.
with that, Saxton, you and these two Corvums head out into the night. The rest of you are just you head up to the room and crash, pretty much. As you all go up there and you start settling down and stuff, there's a knock on your door, and you hear, "Food's out here if you want it." And then you hear the creaking of them walking back down the stairs. As you guys went, your room's up on the second floor.
Ooh, I would take a free meal.
You open it up, and there are 4 meals there, since the room's for 4 of you. There's 4 bowls of beet soup, and 4 loaves of bread, 4 pieces of bread,
I'll bring it in.
and 2
Set it on
bottles
the table.
and 2 bottles of cheap wine. Actually, no, wait, no, the wine does not come with the meal. You guys have cups of water. Sorry,
Wow, I didn't know the inn came with a menu. That
it does.
I
specific.
mean,
I meant that specific.
it depends on the year. Wine is cheaper than water.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, there's that lake like just north of town, so
Yeah.
I mean,
know
fresh
the
water.
I know the others are probably too exhausted, but I'd take the meal before bunking down.
I mean, what time is it?
Meal.
Because I may have the munchies.
It's probably around 9:30ish. But for
Yeah.
I bet everybody, it feels more like you've been awake for a day and a half.
It does. I'm gonna eat what's on my plate
Yeah.
and then pass out.
It is beet soup. It is not super tasty, but it is warm and very
Soup?
welcoming compared to what everything outside.
Can we just stay here? I like these people too
Not
much.
soup. It's
Anyway,
awful
can
with
we-
a beak.
Can we cool that down from that some nice borscht?
You notice that conveniently enough, they have like bird straws or something.
Huh. Awesome.
Because they're all Corvums, so I think that makes sense. I think.
Oh right, yeah.
Like the bowls are like the medieval bowls that have like the pour thing and like a handle, so you can just drink it really. Nyhm, do you continue reading the journal? I want to at least finish the journal before we end it tonight.
With a fly swatter.
Well, to be fair, we're now bunked in by what, 2-3 sets of walls, including a barred door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd finish off the book.
Yeah, you noticed actually when you guys noticed when you came inside that since you guys have never actually seen this place when it's locked down, the windows, there are like wooden panels that close shut and are also barred, and the wood panels are like this thick. They're like planks of wood, and then there's like a huge bar that goes onto the main door. This place is sealed up tight. It's probably the most secure place in the whole valley, from what you can tell. And sitting in your room with a nice oil lantern that is in the room. You get a good lighting as you read the book journal.
No.
No?
No.
No.
I have those night vision goggles. I am putting them to use.
Okay.
Let the others sleep. I'm just going to read.
Okay. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft. I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found. Not ever I knew her final fate. I know you read this part, I'm just recapping. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul. But I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead forever. I studied much since then. Vampyr, spelled Vampyr, is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and its light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me for a moment. It holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword Saege brought, I must dispose that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Titania. I've even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? Now on the other side, far below Ravenloft, I live among the dead, and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs, that none may disturb me. For more than 3 decades now, I have undertaken to investigate and expose creatures of darkness to the... Oh, wait, this is for something completely different, I'm pretty sure. I think that was everything. Yeah. Pretty sure that's everything. Just double checking.
That was a horrible bedtime story.
Handouts. There we go. Yeah, that's everything. I'm going to copy paste it into Discord because that's a lot of stuff.
Yay.
Meanwhile, outside, Saxton, where were you heading?
Regime change.
Right. Oh wow, this is so long I can't send it in one message. Give me just a moment, guys. Okay. So, you're heading towards what you remember being the Baron's house. In the night, it is pretty much the same. There are lights on outside and street lights. Every once in a while, you do see a guard who seems very much alert and terrified, like they would rather not be outside right now. In the distance, Saxton, you hear a scream on the other side of town, and it's quickly cut off. Are you sure you can't go see them during the day? This is one of the Corvum, looking around nervously.
How far away from the manor are we?
You just got with invisibility as I describe all this. You were walking for maybe 5 minutes.
So it's about the same distance there as it would be to go back.
Mm-hmm. It's about a
We're
10-minute
already
walk.
We're halfway to safety either way.
I don't know if that would count as safety. Who knows what lies in that mansion now? You head up to the mansion. And there is stillness in the air.
Broke out window that we went out still there?
It has been patched over with boards. It's only been a few days, but it's fairly well sealed. Surprisingly very well sealed, actually. Sealed enough that, like, daylight even probably couldn't get in here.
Wait. Does that, like, stand out to me?
Not really.
Are all the other, like, windows, like, sealed up?
Yeah, the ones that were broken and stuff.
I'm talking about the normal windows.
Oh, as you go and circle around the place, you do notice that all of them are boarded up as well, yes. And that would raise your suspicion at that point.
From what I know about Strahd and the vampires learned this far, does this look like it might be a safe house for them?
I mean, any house could be.
I mean, for vampires to be inside.
Mm-hmm. But any house could be, because any house can hide away the daylight. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's a lot of houses near here. There are houses all over the place in this city, in this town. since you were circling around looking at all the windows that are now boarded up, you do notice that the main entryway is not boarded up, so you could get in that way. The backyard garden, it looks like it's a little bit unkept.
That's
Like,
the way
they
we went in
haven't-
last time, isn't it?
Yeah, like the garden hasn't been fixed since your skirmish a few days ago.
Yeah. Going through the back door then, sneakily.
The back door does not budge.
Oh, the front entrance then.
It also does not budge. Who is it? You hear on the other side. Come to pay the tax.
Yes, we need to pay the taxes quickly so we can get back into shelter.
A door opens up, and on the other side, you see a very flamboyant, very fancy-looking Batra. And he's like, Saxton? And that's where we'll end it for
shit.
tonight.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh,
An
boy.
old flame.
And the rest of the party back at the end. That's wow.
Yeah, well, like,
Saxton.
Wow, Mav. That's all I can say, man. Jeez.
wow.
Plugs.
Those will come
Saxton,
next week.
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, Saxton, do you got any plugs besides next week?
Those will be filled. I mean, no.
No.
No? Okay. How about Nyhm? Any plugs?
Actually, I have a plug that would fit for both me and Saxton.
Ooh.
That sounded wrong.
It didn't sound wrong until you said it sounded wrong. Anyway, what is it?
This Saturday, we are playing in a Dark Matter game ran by Blake. Is it still on this channel as well, right?
Yes. Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Yes. Mystery of the Silver Fleet. Both Saxton and I are in that one. We have just gotten off planet, if I'm not mistaken, from the last time we left.
Mm-hmm.
And we're effectively GTFOing into space.
In
Where else could
space.
it go wrong?
The other week was kind of a blur because I was really tired from work.
We were basically on Subnautica's planet, and we were getting out. So
Yeah, there was no action or anything. It was a lot of learning what we were doing. Oh yeah, we went to a like a equivalent of like a truck stop in space, and there were a bunch of mercenaries there, and they tried to kill us. And then this guy like breathed fire on
just
them.
remember them.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
remember the movie Space Truckers.
There's a movie called Space Truckers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it the one on Amazon? It's really bad.
No, this was like an old one.
Okay, I'll have to look it up later. But yeah, that's sorry. That's your thing, Nyhm.
You're fine. You've been stepping on my sentences all night tonight, so it's fine. But we got to the truck stop. We met a wonderful tiefling in a completely white suit, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah.
And we were given one hell of a warning, premonition, something like that. Anyways, it's a great game to keep track on. So.
Oh yeah, there's like a nanite swarm that is like slowly consuming the universe or something.
One specific galaxy, yeah, and we were given some tips about that one too. But that's where I'll end my section.
All right, Tim-Tam, how about you?
Okay, so you should definitely, anyone listening, watch The Princess Bride and Army of Darkness and play Subnautica. And aside from that, if you like the Retroverse, we will be releasing something special for Halloween that includes 6 new subspecies, including the Mami Wunari and the Blood Rye, and I'm gonna tell it here. Also, the Patchless Restless.
The patchless / restless?
Patchless, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying right now. Yeah, it involves
You heard it here
stuff.
first, folks. Live.
And yeah, so stay tuned for that. It should be fun. It also includes at least 3 new monsters.
Ooh.
One is a familiar.
I'm
yeah.
I'm hoping the
also,
Booblin
if you want,
are in it.
no, but there's something goblin related, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if you want, like, your D&D character art done by people who draws really well and really fast, you should absolutely commission Callie, who plays Hemlock, or Scotty, that's the DM. Yeah, I've commissioned them before, and they are super quick, super good. You should absolutely check them out.
You should commission Lluis too, because he does amazing art.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I draw every now and then.
His art's everywhere on the DM's Guild, so he's got a lot of examples. And all the art in Retroverse is his, so there you go.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of it.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
There's probably like 1 or 2 exceptions, but all right. Hemlock.
Hello. There's a gnat. You can find me at Cap Callie on you can find me at Cap Callie on Twitter. I do art, like you said, and I have commissions open like all the time. So it'd be great if you could commission me. My next game is on Friday. It's Retroverse Vaccine. Lluis is in it, Scotty's in it, I'm in it. It's
somehow more sad than this campaign.
Yeah, my character is kind of one of my characters is kind of an asshole. The character I'll be playing from this point on for the foreseeable future is not an asshole. She's pretty cool. She's a void tiefling named Ollie, and she just basically is that gif of Troy from Community walking into the place with all the pizzas and everything's on fire. And and then Tuesday is I have a game that I'm starting. It's called Unwritten, and it's about fairy tales, and it's gonna be on this channel at 8:00, and I'm DMing it, and I'm super excited. You should check it out. Anyway, that's it for me.
Ollie is pretty much, for those that don't know Retroverse stuff, a void tiefling is like purple skinned, and instead of horns they have tentacles. Instead of a tail they have a tendril as well. And imagine Starfire from Teen Titans. And that's pretty much Ollie.
Starfire from Teen Titans with the voice of Jester from Critical Role, basically. Yes.
And on that note, thank you everyone for watching. If you're interested in this, you check out the other shows that I host on here. A few of them have been mentioned already, but you can check out the backlog of all the previous sessions down below if you're watching on Twitch. Otherwise, you can explore my YouTube channel if you're watching there, and I have plenty of playlists for you to look at. If you follow me on Twitter, on my profile page, I have a flow page, which has all my social media links, including all my DM skill products, which Zebediah's Fishing Techniques and Equipment is a copper metal seller. And if you are running the new adventure, the Icewind Dale adventure, they have rules for fishing and they have knucklehead trout. But if you want to expand more on that fishing stuff, I highly suggest checking out the Zebediah's Fishing Equipment and Techniques. Add a lot more fun to that game. But on that note, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you all next Wednesday. Bye!
Yay!
Bye!
Bye!